After a league campaign spent flirting with relegation, the cup competitions have been one form of solace for Sligo Rovers. Victories against Finn Harps, Galway United, Waterford and Cork City have brought them to this point, where they are just one win away from completing an unexpected domestic double. A familiar foe stands in their path, beaten EA Sports Cup finalists Shelbourne. Will Sligo make history? Or will Shelbourne take revenge?
Hello and welcome back to World Tour on Football Manager 2021. It's episode 58 and we have yet another cup final episode to bring you today. But first off, we will run through the league games that we played since the last episode where we qualified for the cup final, and we'll also have the final league game of the season against Shamrock Rovers. So we played a friendly after the Cork City game. We drew 1-1 in that, and then we played three league games. We lost 4-2 to Derry City, we lost 4-1 to Cork City, and we drew 1-1 with Longford Town, which leaves the league table looking like this heading into the final game of the season. We are now only 3 points clear of the relegation playout place, but fortunately it would require a massive 13-goal swing for us to fall down to 9th with defeat today against Shamrock Rovers. I can't see that happening. Surely that would require some madness, like a 7-goal defeat by us and then Cork City somehow winning 6-0 against Shelbourne. And Shelbourne are doing pretty well this season. Shelbourne are in 4th. So I definitely can't see that happening. So we should be safe. Touch wood. So our opponents today, as I said, are Shamrock Rovers in this first game of the episode. They are already crowned league champions. We haven't won a league game in 10 attempts. So it's probably going to go one way this match, but we shall see. You never know. We are trying out a brand new formation for this match as well. Bit risky, I know, heading into a cup final, but we are going to revert back to this 4-3-3 with a defensive midfield and wide forwards. Yeah, wingers, whatever you call them. I don't know why my brain just had a bit of a meltdown there, but it did. And we're going to play with a fluid counter-attack. So is this who we want? Danny Morrissey's our top scorer, but Thomas Breen's been playing well as well. Yeah, we'll stick with this lineup. So Trevor Murphy is in goal. Stefano Rossi is at right back. Adam Rooney in for Sigitas Albercus, who once again needs a rest. He just plays way too many games. He gets called up for his national team, which I think is Lithuania, all the time, and he's just constantly in need of a rest. Hopefully he'll be fit enough for the cup final, which is of course the main event of today's episode. And then John Mann is partnering Rooney in central defence. Daniel O'Reilly is in at left back with the wing back support rules on for both full backs, so they can bomb it forward, whilst our wingers are on inside forward rules to cut in and give a bit more support to our lone striker. Gary Buckley is our ball-winning midfielder in defensive midfield today. Sam Verdon is in as the advanced playmaker on attack, and David Corley is the box-to-box midfielder on support. On the right wing, we have Thomas Alua. On the left wing, we have George O'Kearney. And up front, we have Thomas Breen. On the bench, we have attacking options in Danny Morrissey and Sven Gertlicher as well. And of course, we always have the option of changing our formation. We are at home for this game, so that would normally give you the advantage, but it's probably not going to be the case in this one. So team talk time, and as it's the final game of the season, let's see what we can say. Do we go for the revenge option? Or do we just say we're almost there now, let's go out there and finish this off? I don't want to put too much pressure on them. We'll just say we'll pump fist and say we owe Shamrock Rovers after what happened in our last match. Go out there and get revenge. It seems to have motivated the majority of the team, although Thomas Breen is concerningly looking unsure up top. So we had a team meeting ahead of this game and it didn't go well at all. The players felt like I put too much pressure on them to win. So hopefully it doesn't have too much of an effect on the performance, as Shamrock have a chance with a free kick from the left-hand side. Clark has it. Now back to the free kick taker Hunt. Ball into the box. Fernandez with a header. And Murphy was asleep there with 13 minutes in. Baba Fernandez has got his third goal of the season. Shamrock playing in a very interesting away kit of purple top and green shorts. Not sure that goes, but we are 1-0 down after less than 15 minutes. And it could be about to be 2-0. So Surridge is going off with a little bit of an injury. I'm sure he will be coming back on the pitch soon. But Shamrock have... How long is he taking to get off the pitch? Shamrock have an opportunity here from a very good position, right in the D. Hunt to take the free kick. Just wide. We're going to change. We've changed his tactical style to possession pressing. It's the last game of the season. Let's try and give our fans something to cheer about. The fluid counter-attack, we weren't really getting many options, but that's probably because Shamrock are so much better than us, as they have another opportunity here, and they do indeed score with the man who picked up that knock earlier in the game, Sam Surridge, with his 6th goal of the season. And I'm starting to regret my decision to change our tactics immediately. Throw in for Shamrock, just inside their half. Kennedy takes it. He finds Clark. Now it's Rowe. Back to Kennedy. Forward to Rowe, and this is surely going to be another opportunity for Shamrock to possibly get a third. Clark plays that wide to Kennedy on the right-hand side. Kennedy back inside to Rowe, but gets the ball back. Now Kennedy with a chance to get the ball in the box. He does. Marn heads it away, but that's going to come straight back to Shamrock Rovers, and Hunt has the ball for the men in purple. But Verdon with an excellent interception there. Can we get a goal back? It's Breen. He's through on goal. It's Thomas Breen. He shoots. And what a finish that is from Thomas Breen. He goes level with Danny Morrissey as our top scorer for the season with that effort. His 15th goal of the season. A perfect counter-attack, despite the fact that we're not now playing the counter-attacking tactic. Verdon intercepted brilliantly. Beautiful through ball. I thought there was too many players around Breen, but he proves me wrong. Smashes that past the goalkeeper into the top corner of the goal. And it's 2-1. Throw in Rossi to take on his right-hand side. Finds Alua. Almost dispossessed, but manages to hold on to it somehow. Now, Alua gets tackled that time, but it falls to Buckley, fortunately. Now, Rossi has it on the right-hand side. Back to Alua. Alua trying to get past his defender. Does, but then runs backwards and plays it to Rooney, the centre-back. Long ball forward looking for Breen. Flicked on, but Hunt is going to get that for Shamrock Rovers, and they can build from the back now with a long ball forward from Williams up towards Farrugia, but headed away by Rossi. Now, Alua has it again. Through ball from him to Breen. Can Breen get a second? He's gone a bit wide. He's going to have to get this into the box, I think. Plays it to Rossi, who does get it into the box. Fernandez heads it away, and now Clark can come away with it. But Verdon with an excellent tackle. And Buckley brings the ball forward for us once more. Giorgio Kearney now to Breen. Now Corley through to Alua. Nice passing. Breen's there. We've equalised. Thomas Breen has got his 2nd goal of the game. And we are back in this game against the league champions Shamrock Rovers. How has this happened? His 16th goal of the season. It was brilliant. We just didn't give up. We lost possession several times in this move, but Corley found Alua, one touch through ball to Breen, and Breen taps it past the goalkeeper for his 16th goal of the season, and he's now our top scorer, which is very encouraging to see because Danny Morrissey is, of course, getting on a bit. He is in his 30s, his mid-30s. Thomas Breen, obviously a lot younger than that. I think he's in his early 20s. So fingers crossed this is good signs for the future as Shamrock Rovers come forward with the ball now. It's Rowe. Can we win the ball back? Now Clark in the centre of the field finds Kennedy in tons of space on his right-hand side. Plenty of time to get a ball into the box, which he does. He finds Farrugia. He plays it back to Bulger. Surridge is there. Surely he's offside. Surely. No? Okay. Sam Surridge has given Shamrock Rovers the lead again. His 2nd goal of the game. And it's 3-2 to Shamrock just before half-time. So we reach half-time and it is still 3-2. A bit... I did think that might have been offside, but I guess it wasn't. I'm quite happy with the performance so far. We managed to come back from 2 goals down. Now, what do I say? I'm going to say you've been unlucky so far with hands on hips. That seems to have motivated them all. Breen's having an amazing game today. We've got a couple of players not looking too great. O'Reilly's very frustrated and in danger of losing discipline at left back. We might have to take him off. And then John Marn's looking a bit anxious in the centre of defence. Rating-wise, it is just O'Reilly and Buckley who are on really poor ratings. I mean, Trevor Murphy's not doing great, but I'm not going to take my goalkeeper off. So we're going to take O'Reilly off from left back. We'll bring on John Kavanagh, who hasn't really played at left back very much this season, but he can do the job there. I don't really want to make any attacking changes just yet, I don't think. We don't have that many to make apart from the 2 strikers. I mean, Danny Morrissey can play at right wing. That's possibly a move I might make because Thomas Alua did just give the ball away a little bit in the first half, but we'll just leave it at the 1 change for now, and hopefully the team talk will have inspired and motivated the lads to go out there and get another equaliser. Incidentally, elsewhere in the league, Cork City have gone down to 10 men and are level 0-0 with Shelbourne. So even if the goal difference wasn't a thing, we would still be safe. They've actually just gone 2-0 down in the space of like 5 minutes. Okay, 73 minutes gone, And we are going to make a couple of changes. So Danny Morrissey is going to come on. He's going to come on for Thomas Alua, who's looking a bit tired out there. We're going to make a change in terms of moving Breen to left wing for O'Kearney, and then we're going to take O'Kearney off and make our final change of the game, which is Sven Gertlicher coming on up front. See if he can do anything in the last 15 minutes or so in this game, this final league game of the season against Shamrock Rovers. It's not looking likely, but Cork City are losing anyway, so it doesn't matter. As Farrugia has a throw in on the left-hand side, deep in our half. Excellent interception once more from Verdon. He's done that a few times today, but he gives the ball away that time. Very disappointing. And Hunt has got it now for Shamrock. Plays that back to Brown, who finds Davis. Back to Brown. Now Clark. Just short passing play from Shamrock. Ball forward, headed away by Rooney. Now Corley comes away with it for us. Now Gertlich has got it to Buckley. Great pass from Buckley to Breen. He's on a hat-trick. Can he get the hat-trick? He's gone a bit wide. He's going to have to get the ball in the box, I think. Is that a penalty? It is. It's a penalty. And surely, I mean, is Breen taking it? It didn't come up with an option for me to change the penalty kick taker. It normally does. It's Morrissey. Morrissey's taking it. He's not allowing Breen to get his hat-trick. Morrissey gets the equaliser, though. And that's what matters. I know why he did that. He did that because he wanted to level the top scorer for the club with Breen. Morrissey gets his 16th goal of the season, so that's both him and Thomas Breen on 16 goals for the season. A beautiful finish from the penalty spot with very little time remaining, but there is a chance. 3 minutes of injury time. We're into the first minute. Buckley has the ball. Could we possibly get a late winner? It's Breen. Looking for Morrissey. That's intercepted by Bolger. Cleared, but Marn's going to get it again for Sligo. Now Verdon to Buckley. Ooh, looking for Kavanagh, but that was a very dangerous crossfield pass. And the defenders missed the header. Carson's through on goal. It's Carson for Shamrock, and he's just scored the goal. It's 4-3 to Shamrock. This is a result that has happened so many times in the past for us against this team. I think it happened 3 times in one season at one point, and Shamrock are on the attack once more. It's Hunt. Plays that back to Kelly. Now Hunt again on the right-hand side. Hunt and Kelly just passing the ball amongst themselves. Ball goes in the box, headed away by Marn. And Davis is going to collect that for Shamrock. Still on the attack, looking for a fifth. Marn heads it away, but it falls to Hunt once more. Piling on the pressure now. Rowe on the edge of the box. Rowe shoots. He's hit the post. And Rowe on the rebound. That is awful. He had a shot from the edge of the box, Aaron Rowe. Hit the post, and he was the first man to get to the rebound. Absolutely terrible defending there. We should have been in there to clear it immediately. We're way past the 3 minutes of allotted injury time. Ball into the box. Morrissey's there. Goes past everyone. Surely this is just going to be a case of the referee blowing the whistle. Or is that a penalty? It is a penalty. It's another penalty. Danny Morrissey is going to take the penalty and possibly get his 17th goal of the season. So we could bring this back to being a 5-4 defeat rather than a 5-3 defeat, which I guess is something. Morrissey steps up. And he smashes it this time down the same side of the goal as the previous penalty, but a bit higher, and he does get his 17th goal of the season. Thomas Breen will be very unhappy indeed with the fact that he didn't get to take either of the 2 penalties and get his hat-trick. And there's the full-time whistle. You can see I'm in my suit on the touchline in preparation for the cup final. Just needed to wear it out. Hadn't worn it for a while. Well, not that long, but... yeah, 5-4. 5-4 defeat against Shamrock. I was expecting worse, to be quite honest. So I'm just going to say, unlucky boys, it would have been nice to win there, but it wasn't to be. And there is the final league table confirmation. We already knew that Longford Town were relegated. We already knew that Shamrock Rovers were crowned champions. But confirmation that Cork City will play in the relegation playoff. They lost in the end 3-0 to our cup final opponents on Sunday, Shelbourne. So Shelbourne heading into that cup final with some good form. But I'm pretty impressed with how we played today, especially against the calibre of opponent that Shamrock Rovers are. So hopefully we can give them a game in the cup final. So team meeting ahead of the big cup final. Everyone looks in positive spirits. Hopefully what I'm about to say isn't going to damage those positive spirits. I'm gonna ease expectations. I'm gonna say I'm proud of you all for reaching this final. And while we all obviously want to win it, there are no grand expectations on us doing so. Enjoy the occasion. That's the reaction that I wanted. I never get that sort of reaction. John Mann, the team leader, says that's the attitude we all have to take. We weren't expected to be in this position, so anything from this point on has to be considered a bonus. Completely agree. Exactly the sort of overreaction I was after. Very pleased with all of you who agree with me. Lots of people looking thrilled. That is great to have such improvements in morale. I say that as they haven't really improved that much in morale, but it's a nice way to head into the cup final. So the day has arrived. It's cup final day. We're in Dublin. We're at the Aviva Stadium for this big game between Shelburne and Sligo Rovers. Shelburne looking to win the Irish Cup for the 8th time, and Sligo looking to do it for the 6th time in their history. Can we do it today? I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling pretty nervous. I've got butterflies in my stomach. We're going to change the tactical style to our possession pressing because that seemed to work a bit better against Shamrock Rovers. We're going to have to make a few changes as well, which isn't great. So Kavanagh's going to have to come on for Rossi, who's lacking in conditioning. Marn is struggling as well, but fortunately Al Burkis is back to a full green heart. And we're also going to have to take Alua off at right wing, which is very disappointing, not just because his backup Stephen Christopher is also injured, but I guess that means we can bring Morrissey on the field on the right wing. Don't think I want to make any other alterations to the starting lineup, but we will make a couple of changes to the bench. So Stefano Rossi, obviously, unfortunately, is not going to be on the bench because of his condition. Max Murphy can come on the bench for him, and then Thomas Alua, again for the same reason, is not going to be on the bench. We will put Shane Daly-Butts on the bench as we head into this. It's the most important game of the season, our biggest game of the season. Can we do it? Can we win the FAI Cup and qualify for Europe? So team talk time. I've obviously gone with the mindset that we are underdogs, so there's no pressure. So I feel like that's probably a good thing to say to them. Outstretched arms. We're huge underdogs. No pressure on you to succeed. Go out there, show everyone what you've got. Doesn't have any effect, but everyone looks composed. Hopefully they're ready to go out there. We're playing in our blue kit today, it appears. Fingers crossed. Here we are at the Aviva Stadium. There's the Shelburne lineup. One former Sligo player in their lineup on the subs bench, Ronan Coughlin. Our form heading into this hasn't been great. You can see just the one win in our last 5 games. As the players come out of the tunnel, you could see me in my suit, Shelburne playing in their all red kit, Sligo, as I said, in their blue kit with red sleeves. And hopefully we can upset the odds and do this. Throw in for Kavanagh. Finds Morrissey deep in their half. Verdon crosses it. It's gone in. It's 1-0. I think it was an own goal. Gary Boylan with the own goal. 12 minutes in. Verdon with the shot. And it's deflected in somehow. We've taken an early lead here. What's going on? Kavanagh with the throw in. Found Morrissey. Played it back to Verdon, who crosses that in. And what is Boylan doing? He gets in front of the goalkeeper for some reason. I have no idea what he's doing. But it's 1-0 to Sligo as Shelburne have a chance to build from the back. Ball forward. Beattie flicks that on. Can we get it? We can. Buckley cleans that up nicely. Now Verdon to Corley. Corley looking for Breen, but White intercepts. Now Sloggett has it for Shelburne. Beattie. Kelly back to Beattie. And Sloggett. A just slow build-up play for Shelburne at the minute as they have the ball on the right-hand side now with Brady. Be great if we could win this ball back. O'Connell plays forward to Kelly. And he finds a through ball to Doyle. Doyle, great save from Trevor Murphy. Can he be the hero in this cup final, or one of the heroes? Throw in for Shelburne deep in our half. Brady has it. Chance to get a ball in the box possibly. Plays it back to Sloggett. Now Brady again to Beattie on the edge of the box. Now O'Connell to Doyle. Finds McCabe in space. He shoots. It's a good save from Trevor Murphy again. He rules that out to Rooney. Forward to Morrissey. His man overlapping on the right-hand side, the full-back, but Morrissey plays it central to Corley instead. Ball over the top looking for Breen. Can he do it? It's Thomas Breen. He goes around the keeper, and Thomas Breen has made it 2-0 after 27 minutes. He's got his 17th goal of the season, and we are in pole position for winning the FAI Cup and qualifying for the Europa Conference League. I never thought I'd be so happy about qualifying for Europe's third-tier competition, let alone the qualifying round of Europe's third-tier competition. But here we are, Sligo are winning. Still not going to get ahead of myself because we have thrown away leads like this in the past, both with Sligo and with Chennai City. But it's looking good. So we reach half-time and we are still 2 goals to the good. Can we do this? We have 45 minutes left. I'm going to outstretch my arms and say I'm very pleased with the performance. Keep it going, lads. that's inspired and motivated them all. Let's see how everyone's doing in terms of the condition. I'm assuming ratings are all pretty decent. Danny Morrissey, a bit disappointing on a 6.5. We've got Daily Butts on the bench who can come on for him if need be. Condition-wise, everyone seems okay, so we'll leave it without any changes for the start of the second half, and hopefully Shelburne don't come out in the second half firing all guns blazing. So we're 56 minutes in, and Giorgio Kearney is looking very tired out there, so unfortunately we're going to have to take him off. So we're going to drop Thomas Breen to being left winger, and then Gertlicher is going to come on for O'Kearney up front. Morrissey still concerning me on a 6.4. We'll give him till 65, 70 minutes maybe, see if he can improve that. Okay, 67 minutes gone now, and Morrissey's getting worse in his performance, so he's going to come off. Daily Butts is going to come on, and then we have a choice to make. Both centre midfielders looking pretty tired out there. Corley's having the better game of the two, so Verdon is going to come off, and we'll bring on Conor O'Malley for him in our final substitution in the cup final with just about 20 minutes to go. And the worst thing has happened. We've got an injury after making all our substitutions. I don't think we can make any more. I'm pretty sure that, we can't make any more substitutions. And this is frustrating. We've got 10 minutes to go. We have to survive with 10 men. There's literally nothing I can do. We're going to just have to hope for the best. 5 minutes of injury time. We're into the first one. Murphy looking for Breen, but he's not there because he's had to come off because he's injured. And Brady is through on goal. It's Brady. Surely they're not going to do it so late on. Dermot Brady in the 91st minute has got to go back for Shelburne, and it is squeaky bum time. Surely, oh no, there's a highlight. Kavanagh's got to throw in. Daily Butts, back to Kavanagh, ball over the top, looking for Daily Butts. Just kick it in the corner, lads. Just don't let them attack. Hunter plays it short to Dykes. They're going to do it. They're going to equalise. Shelburne are going to equalise. Doyle running down the left-hand side. Ball in. Brady's there. It's Brady. He's scored. Dermot Brady scored. They've equalised in injury time. Please say that this goes to a replay. Please say this goes to a replay. I don't think it will. It's going to go to extra time. It's gone extra time. Oh, we haven't got the legs. We haven't got the legs for this. How have we done this? 91st and 95th minute, we conceded. Thomas Breen getting injured. Me being stupid and making all my substitutions and not keeping one in case of an injury has screwed us over. Oh, how have we done this? I'm going to pump fists and say it's time for everyone to dig in and give everything you've got left. We deserve to win this match, so let's go and do it. Can we? This is very annoying. So we start extra time, and the way my emotions have changed throughout this game is just madness. It doesn't look like there's going to be a chance in this first half of extra time. So we get to half time and extra time. I'm thinking that penalties is our only option now. So we start the second half of extra time. Can we hold on? Please just hold on for penalties. Oh no, chance very late on. They're going to do it again. Ball in the box. O'Malley heads it away. What are you doing? You're just standing still. Boylan, ball in the box. Offside, surely. He's offside. Thank the Lord. He's offside. Okay, just kill time. Oh, I don't want to see it. Murphy with a free kick, plays it short to Albercus. Ball forward looking for Gertlicher. He was never going to get it. O'Neill brings the ball forward for Shelburne. Through to Markey. They're going to do it. Rooney clears it that time. We are on the edge. What are you doing? The full-time whistle's gone, thankfully, so we're making it to a penalty shootout. My nerves are absolutely shot here. Oh, it's a lottery now. We'll do our penalty takers, see how everyone's doing. Gertlicher's looking a bit anxious, so I might not get him to take one. So, penalty takers, all done. Let's see if the game actually chooses the order that I've done it in. So it should be Corley, Buckley, O'Reilly as the first three penalty takers. Sometimes it just randomly chooses one. I'm hoping it doesn't do that and it doesn't pick Gertlicher because he is the second last penalty taker that I've put down. So we get to do a team talk ahead of the penalty shootout. So I'm going to say try to relax, be decisive and know where you're putting your penalty. And Rooney looks down and uninspired. Why? Why do you look down and uninspired? I didn't say anything that was going to make you down and uninspired. Oh, we head into the penalty shootout. Here we go. So Shelburne to take the first penalty. It's Kelly. Steps up. And he misses. That is a great start for us. Come on. So Corley, please just score. Just score, Corley, and then we take the advantage in the penalty shootout. Corley steps up. And he scores. Corley gives us the advantage. It's 1-0 to Sligo. Now O'Neill, Shelbourne's top scorer for the season. Can Murphy perform heroics? He can! Trevor Murphy with an excellent save. Okay, Buckley with a chance to make it 2-0. And he does somehow. He just trickled into the back of the net. Boyle stepping up for Shelbourne. Come on, Murphy. Come on, Murphy. I believe in you. Boyle takes the penalty and he scores. So Shelbourne get off the mark in this penalty shootout. It's 2-1 now. O'Reilly, the left back, stepping up, hoping to make it 3-1 in the shootout. And he does. Brilliant penalty from O'Reilly. My heart is pumping so fast right now. Who is stepping up for Shelbourne? It's Brady, the man who scored. Did he score twice today? He scored the equaliser. I know that. And then he scored that offside goal at the very end of extra time where it was fortunately disallowed. Brady to take the penalty, and he does score to the left-hand side of the goalkeeper, or the goalkeeper's right-hand side to the left-hand side of the goal as he was looking at it. And it's back to 3-2 as O'Malley, the youngster centre midfielder, is coming up to take this fourth penalty for Sligo. Please score. O'Malley. He hits the post. O'Malley hits the post. It's fine. We've only missed one. We've still got the advantage. So Shelbourne need to score this one or we have won. So no pressure, Murphy, but it's on you, Boylan, to take this fifth penalty for Shelbourne. And it's saved. Trevor Murphy saves it. We've won the cup. We've won the Irish Cup. We've done it. We're playing in Europe next season. What a performance. How? We were 2-0 up. And in injury time in the second half, we lose 2 goals after losing a player because I stupidly made too many subs. And now we've somehow held on for a penalty shootout and won the penalty shootout. Trevor Murphy should be a club legend. We should name the stadium after Trevor Murphy after that penalty shootout performance. Is he going to do a cartwheel? You bet he is. Trevor Murphy, the cartwheel king, as Sligo are parading the FAI Cup around the Aviva Stadium. We have won it. We've done the domestic double. We had 10 men for the last 10 minutes of normal time and then the entirety of extra time, and somehow we have managed to come away with the cup. I'm just dumbfounded. I don't understand how it's happened. We're going to outstretch our arms and say congratulations, that was a good performance out there. So there's the news item. Sligo Rovers celebrate a double. It's amazing. And the opposition's manager has apologised to the fans for letting them down. And we have received £131,000. But more importantly, we qualify for a European competition next season. Fans have praised myself, but really it's all down to the players. A bit of bad news, though, is Thomas Breen is out for 7 to 8 weeks with sprained knee ligaments. That's not great. And the Sligo Rovers board have declared that they're satisfied to have won the competition. Satisfied? They should be bloody delighted that we've won it. We were only expected to reach the quarterfinals. I'll not get caught up on that, though. They're not going to ruin my mood. And Albercus needs a rest. I told you he always needs a rest. We've not got any games coming up, so I don't know why he needs that much of a rest. And there is the notification that we have qualified for the Europa Conference League. I've just been reminded in my own head that the way that the season works in Ireland, obviously it runs in a calendar year, so it won't actually be until June, July 2027 when we're actually taking part in the first qualifying round. But something to look forward to, I guess, for the midpoint of next season. And we have been confirmed as the biggest overachievers in the FAI Cup as well, which is, to be fair, to be expected. And here we go. We'll quickly do the end of season review before we end this episode. 2 cups won. 2 cups. Madness. The fact we were fighting relegation and we've managed to win 2 competitions this season is just crazy. So we did have a few transfers in. Of course, we had Adam Rooney come in from Cove Ramblers. He's done okay this season on a 6.79. Luigi Milani on a free transfer from Hellas Verona after being released by them. He's done okay as well. Thomas Alua, another good signing from Derry City. Dara Fox from UCD played decent as well in centre and midfield. Daniel O'Reilly coming in as left back. Didn't get as many games as I would have liked, but Max Murphy did do pretty okay for some of the season there. Stefano Rossi was brilliant at right back. I would happily have him on loan again next season from Hellas Verona if that's what they want to do. Jack Cantwell, again, not getting that much game time. He looks a decent player, but obviously we have O'Kearney and we also have Milani at left wing, as well as Daly Butts. There's lots of competition for places in that position. And then Max Murphy, as I said, played quite well at left back as well. In terms of transfers out, let's have a look how everyone did. So Kevin Coffey did well at Finn Harps, 7 rating. Einar Johnson at Longford Town probably didn't do that well considering they got relegated. Jack Brady at Cork City, we faced him a couple of times. Kieran Kelly at Longford Town as well, getting relegated, as I said. James Quinn at Finn Harps did okay, nothing too great. And then Sean Martin at Derry City played 7 times, so not great. In terms of our youngsters that we've loaned out, Mikey McGlynn had a pretty decent time at Bray Wanderers, 6.93 average rating, 3 assists as well for a goalkeeper, which is pretty decent. Derek Rattaro, 6.8 average rating, played 27 times for them, 2 assists. He would have liked to have seen a bit more in terms of the assists and goals column from that many games, but he is only 18, so still plenty of room for growth. And then Jakob Manatsakanian, the central defender, he played okay as well in the 8 games that he played for Galway United. So the season's results. We'll start with the league campaign. So we're expected to avoid relegation. We did that. We finished 8th. Average home attendance of 1,686, 37% of our capacity. Danny Morrissey was our top scorer in this competition. And the board are pleased that we staved off relegation from the league this season, only by 3 points, and also 1 point worse off than last season. So not really moving forward in the league. But we'll move to the positives now. And the FAI Cup, of course, we're expected to reach the quarterfinal. We won it. Average home attendance of 1,686, 37% of our home attendance. And Thomas Breen was the top scorer in that competition. The board are delighted that we won the FAI Cup this season. And then the EA Sports Cup, the other cup that we won. The board didn't recognise it as being important, but we won it anyway. Danny Morrissey and Thomas Breen were joint top scorer with 3 goals apiece. And the board were pleased that we won the EA Sports Cup this season, even though it wasn't one of their priorities. So moments to remember, the biggest win for us this season was a 4-0 victory away from home against Derry City. Match to remember was a 3-1 victory away from home against St Pat's Athletic. And then the goal of the season came from Fox in a 4-3 victory over Derry City. And we'll take a look at that goal now. So Breen had it in the box, plays it back to Fox, and he smashes that beautifully, very low and past the goalkeeper to the goalkeeper's left-hand side. Was a great finish, and it probably deservedly wins the Goal of the Season award. Now, I'll not bore you with the finances, but you can see that we have had an increase in broadcast revenue, corporate and hospitality, competition prize money, and matchday commercial since last season. Same sponsorship level as last season. We've sold 352 shirts. Marn, Albercus, Giorgio Kearney, Verdon, and Buckley are the main shirt sellers. Now, how we lined up, so this is our average lineup, apparently. But again, I think it's wrong because Kieran Kelly wasn't with us. But it said Trevor Murphy in goal, Kavanagh at right back. He did play there for a bit, I guess, until we got Rossi. Albercus and Meany in defence. Meany barely played for us, so I don't know how they've worked that out. Kieran Kelly, again, they've included players that aren't with us. So he was transferred to Longford Town. He played 41 games, but that was for Longford Town. So I don't know why that's there. Verdon, Buckley and Corley apparently in centre midfield. Christopher and O'Kearney as our wingers, and then Danny Morrissey up front. I don't trust that at all. And now for the accolades. So club awards. John Mann won the Fans Player of the Season. Thomas Breen was Young Player of the Season. Daniel O'Reilly, Signing of the Season. Dara Fox, as we've already said, Goal of the Season. Top goal scorer was the 32-year-old Danny Morrissey with 17 goals. I'm pretty sure Breen was just behind him on 16 goals. Dara Fox, top assister with 7. John Mann with the most player of the match awards with 4. John Mann also with the highest average rating of 7.2. And then Gary Buckley with the most passes completed per 90 minutes with 41. No competition awards for us. we've had a couple of records broken. Gary Buckley with the worst discipline record, breaking that thanks to his 14 yellow cards this season. No red cards though, so just a few suspensions from picking up too many bookings. And also the fastest goal, Danny Morrissey scoring in 10 seconds for us this season. No personal awards this year either, which is a bit disappointing, but I guess it makes sense considering our league form. And then this thing, which I've never seen, I don't think, history in the making. Your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at our end of season awards ceremony. So Julio Cesar Perez from goal said Sligo Rovers season started to go wrong late on, sinking to 9th in the table by August. They found themselves dragged into a relegation battle they were always likely to be involved in. I was expecting that quote to say something positive about the cup wins, but never mind. So Giorgio Chiellini has made his way into Sligo Rovers' overall best 11 squad, finding his way onto the bench. That's the only change for this season. So we have a meeting with our chairman, Martin Herity, about the club vision and expectations. So we'll negotiate that, see if we can change anything. I don't think we can. He doesn't want us to change anything. So our club culture is remaining the same, I believe. Playing possession football, making the most of set pieces, playing high tempo, pressing football and playing defensively solid football. We're still struggling with the defensively solid part, not going to lie. But hopefully the fact we're in Europe next season is going to help us attract better players and improve our defence. 5-year plan ongoing, work within wage budget, which is obvious. Minimum 2-year contracts with first team players is fine. I like to give 3-year contracts. And then for the end of next season, they want us to avoid relegation again from the league. Hopefully we can push on a bit to maybe mid-table, challenging for a European spot. That's my aim for the season. And then in the Europa Conference League, they want us to try and reach the second qualifying round. So that would involve winning in the first qualifying round, obviously. I'm going to confirm that vision and we'll finish it there. A little update on the squad dynamics. The dressing room atmosphere is up to average and managerial support is excellent, which is great to see. We have a lot of team leaders in the squad, Corley, Buckley and Mann, and they are players who are still playing in the first team as well, which is good because it's not always the case. A lot of the times, my team leaders are players that have actually dropped. And now it's time for the dreaded team meeting to tell the lads what I'm expecting from them next season. So I'm going to say we're good enough to avoid relegation next season. It might be via the relegation playoffs, and that's what we'll be working towards. Okay, a lot of them are feeling pleased, but some of them are feeling hurt. Do I aim for a mid-table finish? Okay, I'll say haven't gauged the collective reaction around the room. I've decided I'm not being ambitious enough. We do have the quality to stay clear of relegation. Okay, that seems to have satisfied the ones that were a bit angry before. So that's exactly the sort of overreaction I was after. I'm really pleased with those of you who do agree with me. And I'm going to say I'll also be expecting us to give a good account of ourselves in the Europa Conference League next season. Exactly the sort of reaction I was after. I'll discuss some promises with you because I know that you get offended if I don't discuss promises. I don't know what promises I'm going to make. I'll be looking into strengthening the defence next season. Not sure that'll really change anything, but everyone else is happy, by all means, go for it. Okay, cool. I'll make it clear right now, if you want to leave and a big offer is made for you, nobody will stand in your way. That's always a good one because it means that some higher value players might leave us and give us a bit more money to work with. So I'll say I think that's enough promises for now. It seems to have gone pretty well, and I'll see you all for the start of pre-season. So just a quick look at the finances screen to end the episode, and we have recovered the finances very well indeed. This is probably the best they've looked since taking charge of Sligo. So our overall balance is now just negative £128,284. If we manage to get a little bit into the Europa Conference League, that will hopefully improve even more. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out. Hit the notification bell to stay notified. And I'll see you next time for the start of another season with Sligo Rovers.